When it comes to reading, physically holding books can be very challenging, particularly the frequent page turning. Similarly, standard e-readers require you to press a button in order to advance the page. Though there are some e-readers which will read out the text for you, the ability to read independently of using your wrists isn't there. However, using a voice recognition software such as Windows Speech Recognition, Dragon, or VoiceSpot, you can comfortably read certain e-books. Some ebooks come in the form of PDFs, and it helps to know or write down the keyboard shortcuts for changing how it's displayed on your computer in Adobe Acrobat Reader. Additionally, Adobe PDF Reader has a scrolling function, for which you can change its scrolling speed. At the right speed, this could potentially enable you to go through a whole document without saying any further commands. Note that if you choose to use VoiceSpot, you can simply implement these as common sense commands, whereas for the other softwares you will need to say press followed by the key combination. Generally, saying space and page down and page up will help you with reading the document. VoiceFinger can also help Windows Speech Recognition for going up and down the page by a few lines. Some ebooks come in the EPUB format, for which I use EPUB File Reader. Its keyboard shortcuts look like this. Note that the formatting of sections in EPUB files varies. Sometimes each section will be like a mini web page. You'll get to the end of it and have to move to the next section to continue. Other times, multiple sections or even the entire document are connected like a very long web page, in that you can keep going down through them, but when you go to the next section, you'll actually go back up through the document to the section marker after the last one you used, so you may need to pay attention to which chapter you're on before you change section. Finally, there are Kindle ebooks. If you install the Kindle Reader for Windows, you're able to sign in and read the same ebooks as if you were using a regular Kindle. This Reader app has its own shortcuts. Viewing ebooks and .mobi files on the Kindle Reader has the same advantage as the EPUB File Reader, in that you can display each page in whatever size or shape you like, and it's still divided up well, without the awkward page breaks you get in Adobe Reader. You can also import PDFs and it will show them much like Adobe Reader does, though without the page breaks and awkward toolbars, so I'd say it's slightly preferable. Left and right arrow keys and page keys change your pages, though when viewing the PDFs you may also need to use the up and down arrow keys to see the rest of each page. Furthermore, for books from the Amazon store, it has the option of syncing your books to the furthest page read, meaning that if you are signed in on multiple devices, you can switch devices without having to remember which page you are on. To view downloaded Mobi files on the Kindle app requires that you tell Windows which application to open them with, and the Kindle app is in this folder, with your own name in place of username. Once your book is displayed on the computer, you will generally get the easiest reading experience from using a customizable software like VoiceSpot, because as you've noticed in some of my game tutorials, I don't have to watch what I say. Whereas using Dragon or Windows Speech Recognition still entails the risk of accidentally closing the window or opening a random program or folder whenever you mutter or cough or laugh. A customizable software can only respond in the few ways you've told it to respond, and as a result will respond more quickly. Not every ebook outlet will sell the ebook formats you want, so it's worth trying to find your preferred books from those which do, and if you aren't ready to invest much into those, you can try Project Gutenberg. Project Gutenberg is a volunteer project which turns out-of-copyright books into ebooks, often in the three formats I've described, and sometimes even an HTML format which allows you to read them in a tab in your browser. They have many classic and popular books, so this can be an opportunity to become well read while you rest.